Attention, ladies and gentlemen, the following movie is about my idea of home. What is home? Besides the detailed explanation of the question, you will also get an in-depth journey of my life. Enjoy the movie. Honestly, I have no idea why I'm doing this. I just need an intro.
Home is where your heart is. Home's where you go when you run out of homes.
Who's gonna drive you home?
The magic thing about home is that it feels good to leave, and it feels even better to come back.
You know, there are hundreds of lovely quotes about home, family and friends, but none of them can express what I feel about my home, my family and my friends. What is home? Is it the place you were born? The place you grew up? Or is it the place where you will die? For many people, home is just a place. I think they are wrong. Home is the place where you have your family and friends around you. People you love, people you can love with, people you can trust. People who are there for you, no matter when, no matter why, no matter where. Home, family, friends. None of them can be said without the other, but for each of us, the meaning of them is slightly different. Don't you think so? Let me take you on a journey through my life and show what home, family and friends mean to me. So let's start with the place where my journey through life began. The place where I've spent the most part of my life so far. The place where my family and the first friends I made live. Good old Ermsleben. There I picked some roses for mommy, got some hugs, explored the neighborhood, cruised all day long, roamed around grandpa's garden, scared my parents and pretended to be cool. Later, Otto came into my life, my first love. He liked to take baths, like me. Then I had my youth ceremony. I got some money, bought my first video camera and traveled with my parents. That was my first home. Everything was good, but then things started to change. My parents split up, so home didn't feel the same anymore. I had quit school by that time, started the training ship and had an okay time finishing it. It was time to finally grow up and take a new step in life. I turned down my first job offer and went back to school. For the first time I had a plan and found 2 new places to call home. For 1 year it was Halle and Saale. I met a lot of new friends there and had an awesome time. After just a year I left my second home and moved to Magdeburg to study journalism. The third place to call home. I lived with my BFF, made some more new friends and enjoyed every single second of my studies. And of course, we did some partying.
Ich bin wirklich eine ehrliche Haut.
As you could see, life was great again. I found a new place to call home. You were just partying. This is what you call great? This made you feel like home? What the? No, I didn't. I also studied hard. Come on, so that was your goal in life? Study and party hard? But there was this internship abroad thing that worried me a little bit. That was the best part of the whole studies. Nah, I don't think so. Of course it was. Let me take over from here, okay? Okay. If I really think about it, I have to agree. It was the best thing. See? Good boy. You've grown up. Yeah, so please I think I have. Tell that story. Okay, let's move on. After 2 years of calling Magdeburg my home, it was time for the biggest adventure of my life so far. I went to Malaysia and worked for a German-speaking magazine. These 3 months were just insane. I lived in Kuala Lumpur but also traveled for the magazine every week to a different destination. I traveled around Malaysia, cooled down in the Cameroon highlands, jet skied around Langkawi, jammed and surfed in Sherating, and of course explored the beautiful KL. But not enough. I also visited the Philippines with Digga, met Lydia on Bali, said hello to my classmate Gwenny in Singapore, explored Vietnam, cycled around Angkor Wat in Cambodia, and relaxed at the beach in Thailand. It was stunning. The best thing was that I made many new friends and was overwhelmed by the kindness of the people wherever I went. Although I hadn't recognized it up until that point, I finally came to realize that home isn't just a place. The people around you make you feel home. Malaysia was definitely my new home. Back in Magdeburg, I felt home again, but also empty. The best 3 months of my life were over. That was hard to accept. But I immediately had a goal again, a second internship abroad. I kept on studying hard, worked during my free time to earn some money, and applied for another internship abroad. I got 2. And so it happened that I packed my bags again and started another amazing adventure, just 8 months later. I jumped on a plane to Halifax on the east coast of Canada, bought a car there and started my journey across the country, heading west. The internship, besides an amazing road trip, allowed me the opportunity to visit Mennonite communities and write for their newspaper. This time, home was a new place every other day. In total, I stayed in 34 different homes all over Canada.
Okay.
Let's say North America. Except from 2 stays at a hostel, I couch surfed and stayed with Mennonite families. Once again, I was amazed by the hospitality and love the people showed me. Every time I left the place, it felt like I was leaving home. 106 days and 17,600 kilometers later, I arrived in Vancouver and jumped on another plane, heading over to Hanoi in Vietnam. There I stayed another 3 months and worked for the national broadcast station. It was the total opposite of my time in North America, but Vietnam touched my heart very much, especially with its history. Leaving Vietnam really hurt because after exploring the country for 3 months and hearing so many stories from friends and people I met, it felt again like I was leaving home. Back home at Mummy's place in Ermsleben, it was even harder to understand the adventures of the past 7 months than the first time. Vietnam was still so present that I decided to base my thesis on Vietnam. 6 months later, I graduated from university and felt that wanderlust again. I was looking for a new home. Hangzhou in China was the place. Over the past 16 months, I've met again a lot of lovely people, had a great time and traveled around the country. So this time, Hangzhou and China feel like home. And here, the story about home and my life ends for this moment. So what is home? I think the quote, "Home is where your heart is," is the best answer to that question. At least I can say that for myself. Of course, every one of us has this place where we were born and grew up, but I think that's not our only home. What I learned in the last decade is that home is where we feel good, comfortable, and where we have people around us that make our life great and happy. China is my home right now, but I'm pretty sure that there will be another place to call home in my future.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Whoa! Wasn't that lit AF? Thanks for watching. If you want to know more about the movie, read the description, create your own story, and peace out.